Crash has ceased. Haha. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So, I've done, well, I've done something. I've not done much since last time. You may notice the space that last time was very much still a base is now very much not much of a base. So, I pretty much cleared out everything of any sort of value. I just left the steel walls because I'm gonna technically need it, but I don't want to get it. The truck is laden down with things, and I realized I was gonna go back to base and maybe prep some stuff for this episode. And I realized I didn't actually check to see how well this thing would fly when loaded, or if it even will fly now that it's so heavy. So I figured that would make great content for the show. So I did actually something I can do. There was a battery. In fact, is there? Hold on. Say all these things. I may have just lied. Down to death hole. Haha. So there was this nice battery in here that was all full of charge. I used it to charge up the hot dog. But I don't need you anymore. Um. Hello? Maybe this rock is. Whoa. Well, let's not drill the battery. Can I hit you now? There we go. That rock is very protective. So, this really gives me not much, because all the power cells, which are what you'd want out of the battery, they just turn into scrap metal. Little game balancing details. So, I've done that. And I had a connector kind of down in there. Just popped in so I could steal some power from that battery. So, now we should be good. Okay, how do I operate you? Oh, I didn't need to press that when the brakes were already off. Oh, I also... God, what didn't I show? What didn't I show? No, this was all done last time. Yeah, because I did this before I came down here. God, I can't remember. It's been a week. Oh, I may fill up before I get this. Oh, real close. Yeah. Okay. So we've got one full cargo container, one that is about half full, maybe a little over. I guess I could get the metal if I really wanted to, but that's full. I think we should be alright. So yeah. We should be relatively set to fly. Nope, other way. They did unfortunately blow up the auto raise lower things. That drone that attacked, if you recall, that left the front eviscerated. So I repaired the front again. It now has two fun headlights. And it no longer has the uppy downy thing. Because as fun as it was, I still had to press the button a bunch to make it work. So, okay. I think that's all the goodies from here. So I'm thinking to save a bit, because we will probably use more power flying than it's full. I'll go ahead and drive back as close as I can get. And then, once we're closer, take off to make it up the final hump. So, swing up around here. Luckily, and I say this knowing full well I'll curse myself, it doesn't seem like us being over here has spawned any other bases. Uh, at least the brief time I spent disassembling the base after last episode, no new base appeared to confront us. My guess, and I should probably pay some attention to where I'm going as I climb up this mountain. So, the main plan for the episode today, that ice lake over there has all the ice we could need for hydrogen. And we're going to need a whole lot of hydrogen if we want to get the scrap metal to space, which is what we do want to do. So, my plan today, we're going to load up the scrap metal with all the stuff we need to make a big drill rig and refinery, essentially. Hydrogen refinery down on the ice lake. We're going to fly down there and we're going to build that. That way we can have it go, and hopefully next episode we'll be able to get to space. Which will be super exciting. So that's the main plan for today. Get back, going up. Oh, we're losing power a bit here. I was surprised it's making, like, it was doing pretty good up that other incline. I was surprised. Dang. I was kind of hoping I could reach the summit. Let's see if we can kind of tack our way up this mountain. Because I'd like to take off from somewhere that's relatively flat. Okay, and then back around. We'll Skyrim our way up it. Oh, it's a little rough. On wheels, do your thing. And just a little bit, come on. My lord. I thought this was kind of like the slope halfway up our cliff. Home is much further away than I remembered. Geo. Yeah, there was no way we were going to ever drive down that. Maybe over there, actually. I say that. Break on. Turret. Okay. Where the heck am I? There we go. Enhance image. That almost looks... That might slope all the way up. I don't know where on earth it is, but... Zach, maybe you could drive it. But that doesn't matter to us anymore because we have a flying hot dog that got out of the seat. Okay. So I have the wheels locked just so they don't interfere. Yeah, I think good a spot as any. Let's go ahead. Okay. Well, we took off, so that's good. I wasn't 100% sure that would happen. In fact, it's actually doing... I mean, I guess the 4 engines, it was probably going to be doing all right anyway. But, yeah, actually, we're more than set. I kind of feel like I should have put wings on this thing. Just, if nothing else, to make it feel less wrong. Though I kind of like the image. It's very... I should have... I mean, this probably won't be super relevant, but I do like that. That's a good screenshot. That would have been much better. Screenshot for last episode, but here we are. Okay. Bank a little bit. And because I probably frantically did this last time and didn't explain anything, basically I'm just flying this like an airplane. So the up engines are providing lift, like wings normally do. Hope I killed way too much speed there. And so you basically just fly it like an airplane. Go a little bit below the horizon to gain speed. I guess more like a helicopter. Well, no, because helicopters are weird. It's like an airplane that goes straight up but isn't a helicopter, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, handy to do. Whoops. I need to turn off the turret so it doesn't shoot up all the glorious scrap. In fact, now that I'm over here, come my scrap. That's an awkward angle. We'll just go back down the valley. Might as well, since we're here, collect some of this stuff. Might be handy. I do want some of the thrusters and stuff because one of the things I need to do is print off a new headhunter. I'm going to want something with me. There were no bases down there that spawned that I could see, but I'm willing to bet once we're actually out on the ice lake, we'll be in range of some new ones. So I'm going to need to... The turrets on board the scrap metal will help. That's part of why I'm taking it down there. But I'm definitely going to want something... Whoops. Something I can use to defend even that. Because it's kind of a moot point if I get a refinery area built only to lose the ship I needed to refine fuel for. That's not a thruster. Okay. These things are kind of a convenient way to get materials. That's full. I've just got so many thrusters on them. I believe this was it's called like a warthog or something. Hedgehog. Roadhog, I don't know. Whatever this was, the big one with all the thrusters and such. Very great way to get thrusters. So I scamper about it. I think that's everything. Of value, at least. Okay. Hippity hop. Now, the downside is this is all pockmarked and messy, so kind of have to be careful on my approach. Let's get this in first. Open then this one. Then that one. Ooh, that's an angle. Hopefully I'll be able to hop back in. I think at this rate I'll be hopping on the side and going in that way. Okay. Any other goodies? Oh, yes. Now that looks like everything. Probably. I guess I could always turn the turret on, and if it shoots something, then I probably want it. Yeah, we'll just drive over to this one. Oh, come on around. Over this little crater. Yeah. This does explain, I'd kind of wondered, like, it seemed like a lot of the chunks of thing being shot down I couldn't find. It makes sense that this little area of secret scrap was here. Because a lot of them, you know, the bulk of the damage I'd be able to do well before they got over the base. And I knew some were dropping, I guess, out this way. I just didn't think about it. Okay. It's probably full. So... And I'll have to figure out... That's one thing I guess I probably should have done before, but didn't. Is figure out exactly what I'm gonna need. Essentially design my refinery rig. Turn off those headlights. Design my refinery rig beforehand. So then when I got in, I kind of knew what I needed, knew what I was gonna bring down, knew what I was building. But I didn't do that, so we'll be doing it on the fly. But just steel. So, some of the basics, I'll probably bring like 3 drills, maybe. Pistons, rotor. It's probably going to be very similar to the mining rigs, the ore mining rig at the iron mine. Heavy hill. The big difference is going to probably be at the iron mine. Is this is all garbage. Yeah, because the turrets can shoot it. The iron mine was very much like straight down at what I knew was a relatively small grouping of stuff. What I want out of this new mine is going to be like area. Doesn't have to go deep, but I want to be able to get it very wide out around to get as much ice as I can. So I have some ideas, but it'll probably... we'll probably go with extra just in case we need stuff. Especially because we're probably going to be doing repairs. Hopefully not to the ship. Uh-oh. That's a downside. Okay, we'll go out and around. There's not really room to access the door now with thrusters. Did this? Yeah, this is mostly gutted, so I guess I could tear it down. Unless I want to keep it. That was kind of cute. I'll leave it for now. Do something later with it. Okay. So, I guess first order of business, go to a random connector, because it doesn't have to be the connector I intend it to be. Basically just dump everything into... I think this is... let's connect it to the base. I'm just rambling. I want to... screw it. We're going elsewhere. I want to get everything dumped into the main base cargo so that I know what I have. Yes, main base cargo. Everything else cargo. So... that way I just go to one place to get everything I need. So many things. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and dump the rest of this. Probably won't be using the hot dog for very much in the near future. Okay. So now, hop up here and do the same thing. Is there any, like, glaring damage? Stuff that would keep me from taking off? No, it doesn't look it. There's one downside, and I may have mentioned it before. This area in here where the connector comes out, I like this design with the curves and kind of, it's interesting to look at. But things drop down there so often. Like if something crashes on this deck, I basically have to like grind away all of this to get rid of it. Because otherwise, it's just going to bounce about and either do damage or at the very minimum make a bunch of annoying noise. So I may at some point consider putting like a cover over the back just to kind of protect whatever's docked there and alleviate that problem. But for now, we're good. Okay. Actually, I shouldn't be up here. So... Actually, I don't have access to the cargo directly, do I? So I'll just go here, I guess. Doesn't change much. Cargo. Large cargo. Okay. So what am I gonna need? Probably need solar cells. Actually, maybe no. Because I can just use wind turbines. Go ahead. We'll just take all our steel. All of those. All of these, and these. All of that. This. These. Probably these. These just because they might be fun. Oh, these for sure. Some of this for good measure. And why not? Might as well. Okay. But that wasn't very hard. It's just take all of it. I guess the downside... Ooh. I'm gonna rethink myself a bit here. Let's put 2,000 of these back. I probably won't need that many motors. Let's put 800 motors back. We won't take these. And maybe not 150. 1,500. 1,500. Okay. That way, if this entire ship is blown to smithereens, I'm vaporized, and there's no hope of getting any of it back, at least I have some stuff here at the base. So many things out there. Okay. Well, so that's pretty much it. Last thing to do, and it should still work because both inventories are connected still. Go ahead and print off one more headhunter. You projecting? Yes. Okay. That's how that worked. Some of these things where I don't use them often, I have to come back and remember how on earth they operate. Huh. That was weird. That dropship started moving real quick towards us. How much? Still got some hydrogen. It was kind of hovering out there when we were there before. It unnerved me a bit, which is why I was like, maybe I should get on out of here. Seems just be kind of going in a circle, maybe. That's going away. I wonder if maybe our weird, like, observing ships out there, I wonder if it's some weird save glitch where when I exit the save and come back, for some reason the AI guiding the ship like forgets how to fly, so it just hovers up and down until it explodes. Huh. Kind of takes some of the magic out of it. Thought it was kind of cool, the idea of like they're observing me, just peeking over the hilltops looking at me. Guess that can be headcanon, because I mean it's not like any of this is even in the game normally, so there's no real lore to deal with. Okay. Oh, what I should do. So, projector. Ooh, this might get funny. Dang. Okay. Let's reverse the piston real slowly. I may have to reposition the projection. So show all of it. The reason I'm doing this, the current one is the Mark 1 headhunter. I want the missile headhunter. Which, yes, is slightly off and also upside down. So, projector. Hold on. Is it? Yeah, so that's right. I just need it to spin. So let's see what spin means. Okay, perfect. Maybe that and a horizontal offset. It doesn't actually help too much that the thing is moving, but okay, so I need to go forward 2. Perfect. No, because I forgot where things are, so now I need to go forward 2 more. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, that looks correct. I missed. Okay. So now, so it only show buildable, which doesn't really change too much. It's just a little less clutter. And slow reverse back. Ooh. I guess I could increase. So I can do that from here. Handy understair access. Okay. Just slam it forward. There we go. Not 0.1. That is not a number. Okay. So now we print. Hopefully we have enough things for this. Because that is the one downside of the ship printer is you don't necessarily see all the parts going in. So it's possible that maybe we don't actually have... In fact, I know for a fact we don't have any power cells. Which, how many do the small ship thing need? Is that 80 for real, or... Okay, so it's 80 for a large grid. 20 for a small grid, so I was correct in my guess. Okay. And we continue. Riveting content. Watching for sparks to pop up as I move a piston backwards. But that's what you gotta do. There's probably a way... I mean, there's a way to automate, like, everything. You just have to do scripts, which I'm too lazy to figure out exactly how to do in this. So, I mean, it's just... I think it's C# code. So it'd be relatively easy if you already know how to program. Just figuring out how it, like, references everything specifically. Which I'm too lazy to do. I will happily use other people's scripts. Because there's some real cool scripts that get made. Okay. Looks like that's everything. Is there anything notably missing? No. Okay. Well, while it's still retracting, go ahead, let her go. That way the arm moves out of the way. Hop. No, that didn't work. I was wondering if maybe I could hop on the turret and up in. Okay. Real quick. Handy tip to see if anything's missing, but it's not. You have another successfully made headhunter. So, this way we'll have an easier time. Once we're out there, take this bad boy, pick off the turret on the enemy base, and we're good to go. Does this... Hold on. So that's flight systems on this. Let's rename that. This is a handy tip if you're going to be docking things to other things and don't want to, you know, say turn off all the thrusters on everything when you dock your ship. This is a handy way to deal with that. So now, it's the issue, individual blocks, it remembers the, like, correct connections and whatnot. However it does with its magic. But the groups will essentially expand themselves. So if I have flight systems on here and flight systems on here, they become one big flight systems and cause problems, essentially. Okay. So that's all docked up. Let's see. Oh, this will show. Okay, it will show nothing. Hello? Well, there probably is ammo in there. I'll go ahead and transfer ammo and missiles onto this thing. There, cargo. So let's bring that. We'll go ahead and bring be 12, so that's 3 full loads of missile. And then we'll go ahead and bring all the ammo. That way, in theory, anything that spawns should come after me, the player, and won't be attacking the base. So in theory, we'll be perfectly safe. Okay. I think that's everything in terms of prep. Let's go ahead. Cross the strange engine stuff. All of our hydrogen is in the ship, so I don't have to worry too much about topping up. We'll go ahead and unlock. And pull away however you do. There you go. Okay. Now, one last thing we have to do. And this will be when we come back, we'll have to do some changes on the base. So, okay. Atmospheric thrust on. Our reactor is not on, so let's see if I can lift on just battery power. That's the goal. Can't remember if I actually achieved that or not. So, landing gear. We'll just... Auto lock should be off on all of them. We will unlock all of them. Oh, and turn on that. That was almost bad. Okay, so we can hover. Okay, we can thrust up just on battery. We've not got a ton of battery when we do it, but we can do it. Okay. So now, we'll hover here. Try not to do that for too long. I should not start there. Take this off. Cha-cha-cha. And we'll be set to go. And actually, like, land and operate this thing how it's intended to be landed and operated. Which is exciting. Ah, and easy cargo access. Just had to grind away the hull to expose it. I do want to put something there. Probably like a connector, but we'll just leave those open for now. We can deal with that when we get there. I don't want to leave it just idling up here for too long. Oh, and actually... Okay, I'll leave it idling just a little longer. I do actually want the solar panels. That'll work. So, currently there are no wind turbines on this, on the scrap metal. I'm gonna, somewhere or another, maybe there? I'm gonna find somewhere on the deck to put solar panels. That way, at the very least, it has a little bit of power regeneration capability that'll be usable anywhere, including space. But yeah, okay. We are flying. That's good. That is the first step. So let's... Oh. We move real slow in the air, though. If we had any hydrogen at all, I'd use it. In fact, we'll speed up this way. Whoops, that's the wrong thing to do. Dang. Well, I guess there was something that still had something in it. Oh, jeez. Are you just all gonna... You know what, I can solve this. No need to burn all of our ammo. Okay. Should be good now. And... where was... reverse thrust? Doesn't show up. Come on. There we are. Well, that's not handy. We're gonna basically have stopped and just wasted time. That's fine. There is reverse. Let's just delete it. Okay. Reverse thrust. So now we can turn off the reverse thrust, and essentially like we were flying the hot dog, we just kind of point ourselves down and go. And just remember to both turn them on and angle ourselves up to try and stop us. That should be good. We'll just kind of hold it there. We'll be at that ice lake in no time. I am mildly concerned that that dropship is just hovering over the ice lake, because that's where I'd like to be. Okay, please stop decelerating down. Yes. Okay, we're good. Bank into our turn. This thing definitely does not fly like a sprightly bus. Very hefty. No, thankfully we have enough gyro power that it really does turn and move on a dime. Because for this type of flying, that's pretty critical. I'm going to shoot for just this very corner of the lake to try and avoid that guy up there. My fear is that it's some sort of drop ship. If it decides it doesn't like us, it just drops things on us. Okay, we'll start decelerating now. And then stop doing it, but, you know, still technically do it. It is more than one direction we are overclocking the battery. But that shouldn't be too bad. Eventually we will be flying with the power of uranium as well, so... the next planet we reach. Oop. Okay, we're going down pretty quick. There is ice here, that's good. Good sign. Now, it should be relatively balanced on these gear. Yes, we're down. Whew. Okay. That was, I guess, the first real test flight. It was a success, I'd say. Sweet. So, let's real quick. Grab landing gear. We'll have a landing gear group. Lock them just so nothing funny happens. Turn off our thrusters. I'm not seeing anything out there. My plan is if something comes a knocking, or comes a signaling, I guess, I'll rotate the engine block side over towards it, because that's where most of our firepower is. But let's actually go down here so we can use our handy dandy little elevator. And I still might look into fixing. Okay. I think I linked this out to go just to the ground. Actually, I think it was actually like I just happened upon where I placed it was the right height with the landing gear. That's perfect. Let me... Nope. Come on, highlight that. There you go. That's not an air vent. 9.7. In fact, let's do it 9.6. The only reason I'm doing this is it's better, for performance sake, it's better to not be pushing things into the ground while you're landing geared on. They tend to cause things to explode upon unlanding gearing. But yeah, we're on to ice. That's progress, baby. It's only been 50 minutes. Let's go ahead. Do that. At some point I need to, paint this thing and actually make it look good. Maybe that'll be our crowning achievement before the space flight. So... do this here. Actually, grind these parts away and replace them with these, just to kind of help the lines flow a bit, and so we don't risk clapping into the anything with the keel here. Which I don't know why I built a keel onto a spaceship, but it's probably handy. I'm not a shipwright. Yeah. Tubes and construction components. Let's not do that. Is there any accessible... Yes, you. Nope. Dang it. Is there a more accessible thing? That is the big downside. Once I have this built, it'll be handy, because I can connect and get stuff out of that. But I don't have anything like that at the moment. Also, this got dinged. So difficult to keep everything ship-shape. Especially when the ship keeps bending out of shape. Oh, and what were... things did I need? Probably some of these. Maybe some computers, I don't know. Someday, I meant to practice, before this stream, learn the... whatever you call them, the key commands for pulling stuff out and like copying blocks so you can pull their stuff out. Those handy things that people who are good at this game use. And I did not do that. I think I only need 20 of those. Let's see if this does it. Ow. No. Dang. So much steel. Oh. Don't mind me, Mr. Escort Carrier. Hopefully I have enough steel. Because I know the drills take a good amount too. Whoops. Uh-oh. Oh, well, no, it's fine because I have an elevator. I was like, ooh, if I run out of fuel down here, I'm going to be in big trouble because I won't be able to get back on the ship. But, one, now I can just... In theory... Nope. Nope. Oh, because they aren't filled storage. I can just pop that in there. Type 30. Bada bing, bada boom. We're all set. So all was good anyway. And I had the elevator in case it wasn't all good anyway. Okay. So yeah. That's all here. Guess the next challenge. So we look out over the sunset. Ooh, actually. Never mind me doing all kinds of silly things to get cool screenshots. Sweet. Okay. They all come to a good place in the end. So now that we're here, what we need to do... I guess here is a good enough spot. Place down and start building essentially a second little base here. It's going to be much more simple than the first. Essentially what I'm going to want... Let's do like 10 wide by... We'll just go back to the land. So essentially what I want are a bunch of O2H2 refineries, or O2H2 generators, and a bunch of hydrogen tanks. That way I can just kind of let the drills work. They'll suck up all the ice, convert that into hydrogen and oxygen, so I may want some oxygen tanks as well. And I may go ahead... I think the downside, I may have to mine some stone by hand again. Going way back to the beginning. So we can have enough iron. Although, I guess if it came to it, I could go... So I have a basic refinery on board, the scrap metal. So I can refine, and I have a full assembler. So I can refine things and assemble anything. Can refine most things. So I can make more iron. What I could do is when you fly the headhunter back to base, start up the iron drill, have it get a bunch of iron ore, and then fly the hot dog back out here offload all the ore into the scrap metal to start processing, and basically do that loop. That's convoluted and crazy, but it's just convoluted and crazy enough to work, I think. So first things first, as the sun sets here, let's find a spot and build a solar panel. Because if I'm going to be doing that, I don't want to burn all my battery power. I'll definitely want to be generating some more. That's a good spot. I think, yeah, they're 4 wide, so it would be... I mean, I guess I could get rid of this. Yeah, let's change it up a bit. Theoretically, I don't need the... I don't really need the stairs to come out on this side. I can come out easily on the other side and just circle around, because I've got legs that work. So... too full of thing. I'll just have these. I'll need most of them. Okay, 32. Dang, do I not have... Oh, I don't actually have enough solar panels. Need 10 more. And I don't have any, things here to produce them. Well, okay then. Just go with this. I guess it's not super critical to have them right now. I'll be going back to the base so I can just produce 10 solar cells there. Now it is... I guess I didn't bring them all, did I? Because I was being careful. So I'm just a few short of what I'd need had I brought them all. So... that... Probably some glass. It's one done at least. And one just missing the panels. Okay. Do I have a bunch of extra... I do have a second set of tools I don't need. Probably from when I got killed and came back into Hot Dog to that base. That's that escort carrier again. Okay. Let's go ahead. GPS. Ace Refinery. Catchy title. And yeah. I guess from here, let's head on back. We'll be able to get back here. Should be relatively safe. Ah, battery. Always forget the battery. Yeah. Now we fly home. It is nice being mobile. That's something... Space Engineers is kind of... As fun as it is to ride around in rovers and whatnot, it is most definitely a game about flying in ships. And it feels much better when you can just be flying in a ship to get around all the places you need. And I am currently flying with no dampeners and just kind of hopping it, just to save a little bit of power. I guess in actuality I don't need to. Yeah, why not? This won't be... I shouldn't need to be flying back to back into so much that the battery won't have time to recharge. I say, knocking on wood. Iron is over here. We'll just go turn that on in this. That escort carrier is, I guess, not super close, but it's closer than it was. Okay. Oh, it's been a while since I've been over here. Hello, iron hole. Hello, 5 billion things that want to kill me. Okay. So, yeah, it's been a while. How does this thing work? Okay. So my in-out piston, reverse and on. I want it to start out at the end. And then up, down, I want to go down, and it won't... I'll have to start extending the second piston to actually hit the deposit. But that's the one, the second one I extend while the drill is on, so that it drills its own hole as it goes. Oh, dang. And if I'm right, so the maximum distance, I go up by 5 meters. I think I increased 2.5 meters each time, which means I'm actually to the point I need a third piston to be able to get the ore, which isn't super handy because I don't have one of them. So, okay. Back to base we go. We'll go ahead and load up what we need for piston onto the hot dog, drive it over. And then deal with that. God, there's so much junk lying about. Guess I could take Buzzy and make it all go away. It's so much. And the issue with using the big downside of the larger grinders, like the small grid and large grid block grinders, they kind of throw things. So when you have a little piece of ship that you're grinding, it'll just take and chuck it somewhere and you'll never find it. So you get rid of the big chunks, but you make even more small chunks, which is technically probably worse. Oh yeah, so I had plenty, so I need 10 more of these for the base. I took all the steel. Well, I guess I do still have 116k. I can simplify this down a bit. The piston should be fine extended. How much storage? I'm thinking, I don't know if it's best to try and process some of this into plate and carry it, I feel like that would have to be the more efficient way to do it, right? So let's do 2,000 plate. We'll just let it process. I guess just kind of hang out. There's no hydrogen on the base, so that's unfortunate. Do some patching. Yeah. Really not too much to do otherwise. Guess I could paint the base. That's something fun. Something, a close approximation to content that someone might want to watch. Oh my god. Something beat the crap out of this roof. I can't even weld it. Gonna be using half the steel plate just fixing up this place. Make another 100 just to balance it out. Yeah, god, look at that. The roof's like caving in. From all those things that I guess were just flying and smacking into it. It's always kind of satisfying to just watch, like, blocks reinflate Space Engineers. As they morph back into position. Kind of silly looking, but fun to watch. Yeah, man. I don't even know. Some of this is just like micro dents. Oh, and scrap metal. Okay. That's the piece of that. That needs some repairing. Is that it? There's this, but I think I actually just never built that piece. I don't think it was something lost in the fire. Yeah, all my turbines are working. Turrets all seem good. Oop. It dinged up the roof. Or ceiling, I guess. Roof is on the outside. Okay. Looking spiffy. I forgot I had a basement. Gosh, look at all that. Okay. So colors. I mean, I've kind of given myself a bit of a color scheme with the Headhunter of white and red, which is something I like doing. The scrap metal is kind of, well, the scrap metal is kind of every color, but it's a lot of kind of dark gray. Huh. What would be good? And I could go with like a camo kind of grass color to fit. It kind of has a bit of an army structure vibe. I don't know. Let's try first step. Hit defaults. We will Control-Shift-P. So now everything is a base white. Fly on up. It's very white. Now. Okay. So if we give some accents in red, maybe of the Towers here. Towers over here. Tower, tower, tower. Then the downside is that looks pretty clunky. So if I tried to like band over the top with red, I don't think I'll like the look of it. What would... Whoa. It's very green. Very, very green. That's like cartoon, like plastic army bin green. That's a little bit more kind of a forester green. That's actually not too horrible. Even with it all monocolor, which I don't want to do. Okay, I like that. And then maybe this off black accent. Something that won't be so stark a contrast. We'll do it on these. Cha-cha-cha. Oh, when'd that hole get there? Down there. And down there. That's not horrible. Kinda like that. Maybe what we do, because again, the contrast isn't so horribly off, we could make the insets a different color. Because I've already highlighted the curve kind of angle there, so honestly that color difference isn't bad. Kind of makes those sink in a little more. Could be kind of cool. And it gives us the little bar, so it kind of continues this cutout hole line. Leave that one as is. Then in here, make this the dark. Which is kind of hard to see, actually. Leave that green, but make these all the same. Okay. That doesn't actually look great in here, but maybe I don't care. Because it's not done. I'll make these things. In fact, everything that's not wall. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Though, because I'd be inclined to make the floor kind of this lighter color. Help make the inside look a little more, you know, different. Though honestly, no, I think I want to invert that. I think I want this to all be light and then have a darker floor. I think that'll look more homey. Have all this be lighter. Yeah. And then we do the floor. And we can even do these areas in it, and it won't look so weird. We'll have the pipes be that out here. This can be this color. I need to move the hot dog. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'll kind of give it a cool army-ish, like, military look. Camouflaged myself in so no one will know I'm here. Except for all the people who can see the antenna signatures. Actually, I don't have an antenna on this base, so haha, I'm invisible. This will probably make the downstairs area real dark and depressing. But it is a basement, so that's kind of the idea. Not very many basements are made. Uh-oh. Where'd you come from? That was weird. Huh. Okay. That was almost a little spooky. It was like a ghost ship. Very mysterious. I wonder if maybe one that was on the ground somehow managed to, like if it was still alive technically, somehow managed to roll itself up and get in the air again. To... Well, am I not gonna be able to... Come on. Fine. Sometimes painting isn't the most precise art in Space Engineers. You have to do little things like grind away the ground in order to reach the thing you want, while simultaneously painting everything around it that you didn't want to paint because you can't select the block specifically. Which is part of why I'm currently crawling along the ground. Okay. So that's good. Don't think that was supposed to be black. Nope. Now, Well, this part's easy. Hard part will be... Yeah. Let's see if I can reach that from down below. Almost. I do need to be somewhat careful. I don't actually have any ice here. So I really don't want to use up all my hydrogen. But I do have a good bit, so... we should be more or less alright. Okay. And those are not even built, so... pretty good. We'll go ahead. Do these lighter, just help them stand out. Oh, these aren't even built. And I guess I could just do this hole down here lighter. Or maybe at least the ground. That's nice. Give it a bit different feel, make it not so dark and dungeony. And it was much quicker. Oh, come on. What's this? Yeah, that side's open. So picky to paint. So that. And then those. That's pretty well painted. Now we just do the same thing over here. And I guess we could do this section too. In black as opposed to green, just for the fun of it. Sure. Click and click. That's not what I wanted to paint, but that's fine. Nope again. Okay. Now, well, I guess... Actually, no, I'll leave the sides here green because they flow directly into the roof. Make that colored though. Maybe all of this. Funnily enough, this has been green from the get-go. Because it does not, when I do the control shift, just getting rid of that. Control Shift does not change the color on subgrids, which this is. Okay. Same with these, I think. Nope, can't do it from there. Don't know why it won't let me paint that corner, but it gets real angry about it. There's not much to paint in here floor-wise because there's not much floor. Oh, I'm gonna have to go in from underneath. Get that painted. Accidentally paint that, which I didn't want. But easy enough to fix. Okay. That's the wrong button. That's fine. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Though I do almost... What did these need? Large steel tubes. I'm almost tempted to finish welding those up. Just because I feel like, one, it would continue the black color. And two, it would just kind of... I feel like the silver is really stark now against this. How many tubes do I have here? Because I'll need a lot of them. I also have all the steel plate. I have no tubes. I took them all with me. Guess I could make them. So... I need 16 per pillar. It's a lot of tubes. I'll leave that, and maybe that's something I do later, someday. Did all these turn black again? Stop that. Actually, I think I kind of went on a painting spree and forgot to repaint these. That's fine. Okay. Fill up on power. Let's see how much steel plate I can stuff into a headhunter. I don't need that. Let's fly. Now I can access the understorage. Okay. Hopefully, if I can get most of this in here, which isn't looking super likely. Yeah, no, there's no way. Okay. I was hoping maybe I wouldn't have to use the hot dog to transport. And I could just take the headhunter back. Not looking like that's going to be likely. So land that back here. Let's put the hot dog back. It's definitely like, okay, we've built all the things. This is the episode where we use it all. That's good. That means we have a purpose for building all this junk. Okay, that should be enough to at least get the cargo in. Yep. And we'll do it manual for this stuff. Show me... Oh, I didn't actually... That'll help. I was like, why isn't it showing me the connector? And it has all the steel in it. Okay. So that's that. Was there anything else? Not really. Got everything I need. Let's take... We'll take 50k iron with us as well. On maybe some of the other elements. Yeah, we'll do 5k of that. I can't do 2.5k, I have to do 2500. So that's how math works. And 2.5k cobalt. And that's very nearly one totally full container. Silver I shouldn't need. I don't think... Because my plan isn't to, like, have a habitation area down there. It's quite literally going to be a platform with tanks and generators on it. So I don't think I want to build survival stuff down there. Most of the time when I'm down there, I'll either be in a small ship, which doesn't matter too much, or I'd be in, like, the scrap metal. And that may only happen, like, once or twice. So... I think I'm good on things. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead. Unlocked. We're now very heavy. Get our wheels up. And head back to base. Or to... new base. To the fuel depot, whatever we're calling it. Ice refinery. Actually, I like fuel depot better. They're just completely unimportant change. Means nothing. Probably misspelled refinery. That's fine. You know what? It's the fuel hole. It's going to be a hole, and there's going to be fuel. Okay. Turn on our light so we can see the impending doom. Kind of just drive out that way. Similar to last time. Up until we bang on the ground, because it's much steeper here than I thought it was. Okay, we're going around. Good lord. This is just a gully. Okay, can I make it up this? Come on, little truck. Oh. Ah, so close. Let's... Okay. Go up. Build us up a bit of head of speed. Go, 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 go. Yes. Perfect. And now we careen over the side. Almost. Oh my. I kind of hit that a little bit slow. We started to go over the side, which gets very rough very quick. Okay. Now we coast. Now I'm kind of tempted to go after that unknown signal. Then drive there. Let's do it. Dive, dive. Oh, this is terrifying to do. Okay. Uh-oh. We aren't stopping very quick. Oh, no. Well, that didn't go well. Oh, geez. I thought I really thought the thrusters would kick in a little quicker than that. Oof. What's the damage? I mean, wow. It's a stout up. Well, never mind. Oh, never mind. We just lost pretty big important thing. Okay. Well, that's not good. The hot dog might be staying down here for a little while. I don't think I can actually fly without that second battery. Yeah, no, I can do nothing. Good thing we have the back one, but... Okay. Well, that was not ideal. I really thought the thrusters were going to catch me a little bit quicker. Well, unknown signal, yay! On the bright side, I guess we will be driving back to the scrap metal, but I should have enough stuff there to be able to repair this. It's using the stuff using stuff in ways I didn't want to. Would have much preferred, was this one with the thruster? No. Ooh, a zebra drill. Yeah, I would have much preferred to not have to use stuff repairing the hot dog so I could get it home again. But here we are. Not even a tool in here. It's kind of the main benefit for these in survival, is they could come with upgraded tools, which at the moment I no longer have. Yeah, I'll take those. Fun purple color. Didn't get that one. Okay. Up, onward we go. I guess now's the perfect time to put in a passenger seat. And it does look like all my wheels work, at least. Oofa toofa. That was not ideal. So now I know. No diving in buses. Buses are not for diving. We'll just go in here. Ooh, boulder. Guess the benefit of this, silicon, don't need it. Benefit is I can scout out the ground a bit as I go. Which could prove handy if I say find a gold boulder on the ground. That's what I'd really need. That's kind of my current plan. So once we get the fuel stuff from this fuel base built, my current plan is to essentially fuel up the scrap metal, get it as full of hydrogen as it'll go, and then probably straight from here, I may go and dump off some of the excess stuff I don't need, and then top up the tanks again. But my plan is to essentially fill up the ship and then go up to space. We're bobbing and weaving. I don't like that. So that's kind of the plan. Once I get to space... Sorry, I'm half distracted trying not to do that exact thing. Uh-oh, we're going over anyway. Oh no. Well, this isn't ideal. Okay. Yeah, we're at an angle. Brake on. Let's... I'm really hoping that the brake holds. Oh, please hold, Mr. Brake. Maybe I'll kind of leave a little lip. Nope, I didn't. Oh, that's one good parking brake. Jeez. Okay. Oh, now what's happened? Oh. Okay, maybe it's not a good parking brake. It's one of these things. Okay. She's stable. That's... what? No. That, please. Oh, oh, clunk, clunk. This is not a good way to go. Not a good way to go at all. It looks so much flatter from 2 miles in the air. Lordy. Okay. How are we going to deal with this? Oh, jeez. Okay. If I get rid of this little nub, we can try and get down a bit. Yeah, so... maybe... well... flatten this out a bit as I can. Okay. Then where on even... I guess here. Just flatten this little channel. Okay. Level out over here a bit, maybe. Okay, that might be enough room for me to maneuver my way. What's this? Oh, and that one was cooked too. So I lost one whole side of lifting thrust. Oh, and I do not have enough power on the wheels to actually reverse either. I didn't damage any wheels, did I? Those are good. These are a little dinged up, but they seem alright. I guess it would have been much quicker to check by just going in the control panel and seeing if any came up red. Okay. So we've mounted that. Oh, come on. Oh, no. And unfortunately, I lost my gyros as well. Which means I can't really kind of wiggle my way over these. Oh, come on. Okay, that's serious off-roading. How... oh, no, no. I'm getting to like 5 and I'm scared. I'm really... I mean, there's a lot of important cargo on this thing. I do want it to make it to the place it's supposed to go. Okay. Well, I was about to say, oh, that looks good, but then this part got scary, but it's fine. Okay. It's a bit of a drop still. It looks actually better outside of this gully. At the very least, it should give me more maneuvering room. If I can make it out of the gully. Come on, little truck. I'm not even to the base I tore down yet. It's right there in front of us. Oh, but this is much better country. Look at that. I still don't want to get too zippy. Hoochie mama. So, anyway, what I was saying earlier, current plan, we get to space. The scrap metal at the moment is not really ready for interplanetary travel. I'm not ready to just set off and leave. I need a jump drive. For a jump drive, you need basically a bunch of exotic fancy stuff involving silver and gold. If I can find the stuff down here, great, but I've not yet. So my plan is to go up to space, where it's much easier to find those things in asteroids, mine them up in space, come back down to Earth, and then fit up the scrap metal for its maiden voyage out into the world. Or into the universe. We're at the world. So that's kind of the plan. Our sort of next long-term goal is get the stuff for a jump drive and build it. And this is the first step of that. Ice, sweet ice. Oh no, unloading this is gonna suck. I was kind of anticipating being able to land on the deck. Let's, I guess, go underneath. Perfect. And then we can unload here. We'll see if I'm lucky. I'll be able to fly the thing with 2 thrusters and just essentially dump it back home. Because I kind of want to save all the production material. Granted, power cells don't take that much, so maybe I will just rebuild the thing down here and then take her home. That's... no, wrong. You go there, as do you. In fact, let's do that while we're here. Okay. Oh, I need to unload the... we'll just put 100 in. That should be enough to build 20 power components. 20 power cells. I should have everything else. So, new battery. Step 1. Need steel plate. Good thing I've got quite a bit of it. Okay. So, steel plate, computers, construction components. Should be more than enough. Then I just need the 20 power cells. What did this thruster need? More motors. Okay, that is off. There should probably be... there's probably a better key to close that menu than just hitting escape, but I don't know it. I never will. Ooh. Good thing we brought cobalt, because we'll probably need to produce some more metal grids while we're out here. Okay. Do I not have any steel plate? I got some of that. That needs those, and you need you. Turn that off just so it doesn't do anything funny once it's built. And just take a bunch of those. Should be enough. Totally. Okay. Steel tubes. And do we have our... Yes. Yes, but I can't take them all. That's fun. Okay. Then batteries. Still can't take them all because I didn't use nearly all the tubes. Whoop-de-doo. There we go. Okay. Now, do need some tubes. Probably those things. Because I need my gyroscopes back. Okay, I won't get in the car. There we go. Now there's one there. Which needs more steel plate. Let's see. Dang, I can't reach the other spot where I want it. So let's actually... Away with you. Stop moving. Very awkward. No, stop it. Every so often I'm just floating around. I think because I'm kind of wedged into this doorway in a way that I'm technically not. Like the game doesn't think I should be. But that's for me to do and the game to decide. That wasn't words. And finally the front. Again. At this point it would really probably be more worth it to build the front out of heavy armor, just because I keep having to replace it. But that'll be a logic for another time. Okay. It's very bouncy as it gets welded. So that there and there. I do have one of these here. No, that goes there. What goes sidewaysy bit? You'd also think at this point I'd have pretty much memorized what goes in this thing, because I've had to rebuild it enough times. Yep. And one of these there, those there and there. And wrap the whole thing up with those. Okay. So what do you need? Tier plate, construction, glass. Glass. Perfect. Okay. Now we reset the spotlights to be the same, which I believe, yeah. Density 1, offset 5. Something I've found that's nice if you're doing headlights. So the offset is essentially where the actual, like, light, the point where the light comes out, where that actually is. I guess 0 is, like, in the middle of the block, or somewhere in the block. 5, well, they have a maximum distance. I like setting the max distance, setting it to the max distance for headlights, because it moves the beam further forward, which means you see a little bit more, and it seems a little bit more reasonable. It's essentially giving you a slightly larger, it's like being able to increase the actual radius a little more, but without increasing the radius more, if that makes any sense. So, handy little thing, little tips. Let's actually need to set this up. There you go. Then we hide you. Perfect. And, oh, last thing. So that should all be thrust. We should be good to fly. Yes. Whew. No, we're definitely... We're peaking the battery. Oh, because the... No, not because of the wheels. Don't know, we shouldn't be peaking the battery anymore. Don't know why that's happening. Because even though that battery's not full, it should be able to output the same amount. Whoops. That was a little harsh. Okay. That is our first carrier landing of an automobile. Let's very gingerly line her up on that. Drop us down. Okay. We'll just go through this. So that's the ship cargo. Just dump that. There was... Move the connector stuff, because no point storing valuables in the connector on the bottom of the ship. Finally dump our inventory. Okay. So that's delivery made. Now, last thing we'll do... actually... Dang. Maybe it would be better... I may just leave this here and hope nothing comes. Like, hope nothing spawns. Because I do want the batteries to get recharged. Yeah, they shouldn't be overtaxing anything. Unless I lost a secret other battery I'd forgotten about. Which is always possible. I don't know, maybe it always overclocked. Dang, I can't remember now. It may have always overclocked when I was thrusting. But since it wasn't really designed to actually be thrusting very often, that wasn't an issue. You know, we'll go with that. I bet we have enough juice to get home. I'm sure that won't end horribly for us like it just did moments ago. Okay. So batteries are going. Everything should be good. Let's go fire engines. Yeah, we can get home in 8 minutes. That away. Okay. Now we're in the air again. Oh, dampeners are important. So, do a little quick visual inspection. Now that we're in the air. I think we're good. Doing alright. Get the headhunter back there, and then I think that'll be an episode. So, let's see if we can't do stupid things to go faster. Yeah. It's kind of... I can't really see in the new day sun the horizon line. So I'll use the little console. Though actually... Okay. I guess part of my issue, I think, was in our previous attempt. So I basically flung myself at the ground, which is what I'm doing now. But the issue is we were so heavy. Normally it'll stop pretty darn quick. But it just... We were so heavy that I didn't give it enough time to actually stop. Okay. Coming in for a landing. Brake is still on. I forgot about that. But we're in. I keep trying for like a graceful airplane rolling landing and doesn't quite work out. Okay. So we'll park her back up here. And recharge. Now, hop back in this bad boy. And back we go again. So that was a bit of chaotic shuffle, but pretty much what we wanted. In the end, at least. So... Ooh, another unknown signal. Ooh. Does my greed know any bounds? Nope. This should be a bit safer, though, because this thing is not very heavy and much more maneuverable. There's no way I could make the same horrific mistake twice. Yes. Perfect. Oh, That's not what you're supposed to do. Come here, you spinny fella. Oh, God, it's spinning. Oh, give me the button. Give me the button. Oh, I'm like... It's not highlighting. Give it. Give. There we go. Nothing. Nothing but a spinning ball of disappointing motors. At least it provides some entertainment. Let's parachute. Don't actually know if there's anything else of value on these things. It hasn't look it. Oh, that's a gyro. Good enough. Okay. Now we are good. Altitude warning's weird. It's saying on the little camera there. It was like 70 meters off the ground. It's like, whoa, be careful. Which I guess when you're going over 70 meters a second, that is kind of a danger, but I was going over 70 meters a second in a direction I figured I'd keep. Okay. And touchdown. Perfect. We're getting some sun on our solar panels. So throughout the day, we'll charge up our batteries just a little bit. Probably not a ton. At some point, I may put a hydrogen engine somewhere on here just to kind of give us another option to help boost the power. But I think for now, that's where we're going to end it. So, right there. Maybe I'll splice these together and have a really weirdly lit sunset. But, yeah. I think that's good. So, thank you for joining. That'll be fun. Thank you for watching this. Always a pleasure. And until next week, that's the end of the outro. Goodbye!